Jackson Dart. He's a hell of a football player. And right now, because you just listed Harris Franklin and Prescorn are injured, and Quinshawn with the ribs, and there's just a lot going on that's not going right. He's having to do everything. So I don't blame it on him. But do you think at some point we may see more Spencer Sanders at some point?
I don't know why you would, Bo. I mean, because I think Jackson Dart is the MVP of this team so far. Without Jackson,
I can't
Dart,
argue with that.
An argument. I mean, I think they may be 2-2, or maybe 1-3 without Jackson Dart. I mean, I don't know if they win Tulane or they win Georgia Tech without Jackson Dart. I think he's that important to the team. Now, sure, I mean, if Spencer Sanders may have had the opportunity to come in and play, maybe he's much better. But we don't know that because there's no need to know that. There's no need to know that because the coaching staff has 100% confidence in what Jackson Dart has done. And I think without question, he is one of the best quarterbacks in the SEC. He made a couple of decisions last week, but I think a lot of that was pressure from the Alabama defensive front, which is really good. The ill-advised pass down the field that looked bad, the interception, that's only the second interception of the year. The first one was it grazed off the hands of a receiver. I think he's made great decisions this year. He's had a ton of adversity. Number one, the offensive front has not been playing well. Running backs have not been able to run well because of a number of reasons. And then your wide receiving core is decimated by injury. And it doesn't help Ole Miss fans to see Keon Coleman over at Florida State lighting it up. And, we've only seen Z Franklin once, and that was last week, and he didn't do anything. So it's been challenging, to say the least, on offense for Ole Miss. But I think you really said something interesting that resonated with me, is that Ole Miss can kind of exercise some demons, so to speak, this week. You get a rival, LSU, in town, probably got more talent than Ole Miss, and you've got an opportunity to kind of right some wrongs, get back on the winning track. And then you can look back and think, okay, we beat one of the best teams in the SEC. We lost to Alabama, which obviously is still in it, can win the West. And now every game before Ole Miss is winnable, with the exception of probably Georgia, if you can get past LSU. So there is a path to success for Ole Miss. There is a path to a large bowl game, to a college football playoff situation, and in some ways a path to the SEC West if some things fall a certain way.
Don't miss one moment of the Out of Bounds Show with Bo Bounds. Weekdays 7 a.m. till 10 a.m. on ESPN 105.9 The Zone.